Here's what I see too often is the plan is treated like a family-sized meal you buy in the freezer aisle. You stick it in the oven, you wait till the timer goes off, and you eat. It's more like cooking a brisket, and I might be a little southern with the explanation, but you're going to
Yeah.
do 80% of your work before the meat goes on. You're doing your trimming, seasoning, getting your fuel ready, doing all the things you need in order to sort of get the cook going. A lot of preparation, a lot of planning is involved in that, but it's over probably well over 80% of the work in reality. But once it's there, you still have to monitor the two temperatures. You still have to monitor the fuel. You still have to be cognizant of the weather and humidity or a rain event. You still have to deal with spritzing or crushing or all of the other things that go with it. So you have to keep up with it as it goes, even though most of the work in the planning was done. Because just like with cooking a massive slab of meat, I don't care how smart or well intentioned you are, your plan is never going to be so precise that it just doesn't require intervention or tinkering throughout the year. You're going to have people come and go. You're going to have macroeconomic events that might not have a huge impact, not like a COVID size impact. I think we all understand that's just throw the plan out the window, right? But throughout the year, you're going to have things on the fringes that affect certain markets or certain subsets of customers. And so you have to be monitoring the plan as you go and willing to pivot a little bit. And that, to the brisket example, it might be a temperature adjustment. It might be refilling the fuel. It might be, doing any other number of things that just alter the trajectory and the speed, plus or minus a few percent, just to try to keep things as close to the plan as possible. But if you're just too fixed on this is the plan, this is exactly how it's going to go, you're never going to hit it. That's how I always sort of view it. So we do have an annual planning cycle, of course, you have to, but throughout the year, there are these constant check-ins and constant adjustments. And we use the ongoing incentives throughout the year to test concepts for the next annual plan. So if there are metrics that we want to theoretically change from year to year, that's hard, even for a smaller, more flexible company. But the sort of quarterly incentives and spiffs and things of that nature that you can design are a great testing ground to see what works and what doesn't work.